What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do an unboxing and review of the Soundpeats Space Headphones. Huge shout out to Soundpeats for reaching out to the channel and providing these for an update, or not an update, sorry, but an honest unboxing and review. I really appreciate it. So you know how we do when it comes to unboxings here on the channel. Let's get to it. All right, we're back in Soundpeats Space Headphones. Huge shout out once again to Soundpeats for reaching out to the channel and supplying these for an honest unboxing and review. Let's go ahead and talk price and specs. First off, the price. You can get these for $79.99 on Amazon.com. As always, I'll leave links in the description so you can take advantage of that. I believe they'll also have a discount code so you can get them for even cheaper. They come in 3 colors. You got beige, you got black as we have here, and you have white. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about specs now. As far as Bluetooth version, they rock Bluetooth 5.3 with codec support for AAC and SBC. So no high-res audio codec for these guys. As far as noise canceling, they do have a hybrid active noise canceling system with 4 noise reduction modes. I don't know if you can hear, but we got a plane flying overhead. Let's continue. As far as battery life, with noise canceling turned off, you can get up to 120 hours of playback time. That is amazing. And as far as with noise canceling turned on, you can get up to 61 hours. They do have a quick charge feature. 10 minutes will get you 12 hours of playback time. That is, all these numbers are great in my opinion. I love that. As far as water resistant rating, there is none there are none listed for this laptop. Listen at me, I am all over the map for these headphones. So you want to be careful when being outdoors or being around, or being in the gym and sweating in them and everything. So you want to be careful. As far as special features, they rock 40mm dynamic drivers in each ear cup. They say high res sound. That's when you have it plugged in. All right, so it's only when it's a wired connection. So if you're using a 3.5mm headphone jack, you're jacking into a device, then you'll have the high res audio. Okay, let me get that clear. You got 4 mics for AI, 4 mics and AI software for call noise reduction rather. Sorry, that way you get the clearer calls and everything. You got 65 millisecond low latency for gaming and watching videos. You have multipoint connectivity, and you also have app support for Android and iOS devices. So let's go ahead and get these out of the box. Shout out to my man Aram. I think I got enough there, at least to get it started. Yep. There we go. Nice. Let's get this out of the box here. All right, let's see. Soundpeats. I like the picture though. I like the picture. All right. Make sure there's no other tape around. All right. Nope, looks like we're good. Let's go ahead and get in. All right, right off the top, I like that little foam there on the inside of the lid, and right off the top, we have the headphones. Very nice. We'll come back to these. All right, we'll definitely come back to that. Let's see what else we got in here. All right, got that filler. Okay, in the box here. Let's see what we got. All right, we've got our user manuals and user guide and safety information on how to, and things tell us to download the Soundpeats app. And we have our 3.5mm headphone cable rather. Okay, let me see what else we got in here. I know here we go. Now this makes no sense. All right, we got a USB-A to USB-C charging cable. Look how short this thing is. Look at this. Look how short this is compared to the 3.5mm headphone cable. I don't even want to unravel this thing. It's going to be so huge, but you only get this big. Come on, Soundpeats. Come on. And of course, no case or even a cloth bag or anything for carrying the headphones. You don't get that in here as well. Let me tie this off. Man, that's a real shame. Let's go ahead and put this off to the side real quick. We'll take a quick look at the headphones. Sorry, I'm doing a little house cleaning here. Get these out of the way. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at these headphones real quick. I'm sorry, this is driving me crazy. Let me get this out of the way real quick. All right, here we go. All right, I love the way the Soundpeats logo is here on the actual not even touch surface, but actual ear cups, both left and right. All right, nice soft cushions for the ear cups. Very, very nice. Memory foam in there as well. Let's see the headband. Nice pillowy cushions there. Of course, you got like a cloth covering over the top. That's actually really, really soft. But them cups, oh, that's just really good. Of course, you got your left and right branding here on the inside. All right, and of course, you've got your buttons here. You got your volume up, volume down. I believe this one would be your play pause. Over here on the left ear cup, this would be your noise canceling button. I think, and also not only play pause, but I bet you more likely this is your power button as well. So, and of course you got your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack port there. And on your left earbud or left cup, you've got your USB-C charging cable. All right, I was a little back and forth on that. My apologies. These can lay flat. They can fold up into a small package like that. And if you have a case, you can get one of them cases where you can fold these like that. Or you can just get one of them cases where they lay flat like this. Because there is no case for these, I might have to go and buy me a third-party one. That way, keep these guys nice and safe. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and get these guys paired up, and we'll take a walk through the app. Stay strapped in. All right, back in real quick. Let's go ahead and get these guys powered up and paired up. All right, let's see. We got some juice. All right, got the notification of power on. All right, here's our light here on the other earbud or other cup. Let's see if we get these in pairing mode. Power on. All right, they powered off. Now let me go ahead and turn them back on. Power on. Keep holding. I guess we are in pairing mode.
ANC on. Normal mode. Pass through.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't see it over here. It's on the other cup. So we are in pairing mode. I'm sorry. I'm looking on the left ear cup. It's over there on the right. So let's go ahead and get into our Bluetooth settings here. All right. Soundpeats Space. There it is. Let's go ahead and pair. Yes, we want to pair. And boom, we are in. So just your standard pairing procedure. My fault. I saw the power light here on the left earbud, thinking that it was going to be that one, but in all accident, the pairing button was on here on the right. So that was my mistake. But other than that, pairing's pretty your standard pairing function there. Let's continue. All right, we're back in. What we're going to do real fast is we're going to test the multi-point connection feature with these. So we're going to go ahead and disconnect these from my phone. All right, they're disconnected now. Now they should go back into pairing mode, and yes, they did. As you can see, we're back in pairing. So we'll go ahead and get into our Bluetooth settings here inside the tablet. And as you can see, already seeing the Soundpeats Space Headphones. So we'll go ahead and pair them. Yes, we want to pair that. I got the connect notification from the headphones, and my volume rocker popped in and out on the side here. So it looks like we are good to go. All right, it says Soundpeats Space here. So now we'll go back to the phone, and we're going to connect there. And it's connected on my phone as well. As you can see here on the tablet. So we do got multi-point connectivity. Let's go ahead and see what we get. Do a quick test here. Okay. We got the headphones on. We'll go in and grab some music and see if we can do some audio switching. All right, let's pause that real quick. We'll do Run's House from here. And let's see what we got. Let's see, yeah. Let's do Troop from this one. All right, we're going to pause that. All right, so now we got two different songs on two different devices. Let's go ahead and start with the phone. All right. That's working, getting audio out of there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hit play on the tablet to see if we get any audio switching. Yes, audio switching does work. It takes a second or two, but it did pause my phone and went to my tablet. Now let's go see if we go backwards. Yep, I was even faster the second time. So audio switching does work with these headphones. Multi-point on top of that. Fantastic. Let's continue. All right, we're back in. I was having some issues with the app on the tablet, so we went ahead and switch back over to the phone so we can go ahead and get through this a lot faster. All right, again, we were in here. You can go into your firmware updates. It tells you that the firmware is already up to date. And of course, you got your messages, your settings where you can change the language. And then, of course, you got about and you can log out. Now, down here below, you got your help. You got your reset options here as well. Then, of course, you got your three options here. Right now, we're in the center, the home screen. So we're going to go over to the customized screen, where you got your volume slider. You got your adaptive EQ, where you can turn off and on. It has not been tested yet, so I'll do it. I usually have adaptive ANC turned off. I don't even go with that. And then, of course, you got your presets. Let's get that corner. All right. You got to be specific with that because they have a little arrow there in the corner. So you have to go through that. And we're all familiar with the Soundpeats preset EQ settings here. You got your classic bass boost, bass reduction, electronics, rock and roll, folk, treble enhancement, pop, and classical music. All right. So then you got those. And then, of course, you can go ahead in and select your own custom EQ. I'll come back and we'll get that set up for the sound test. And then, of course, you've got your noise reduction sections here. You got ANC, normal, and transparency mode. You can like I said, you have it on your left ear cup here, the button here, where you can cycle through them. We'll test that out a little later on as well. And of course, you got game mode where you can helps with latency issues. You can always turn that on. I like that when I'm listening to videos or what. I don't play games on my phones or my tablet, but watching videos, that also helps. And of course, you got your dual device connection or multi-point connection feature. Always have that turned on. That's great. Again, these do not have like LDAC on them, so you don't have to worry about turning that off to have multi-point work, to be able to utilize multi-point and everything like that. So, and the only time you get high res is if you're jacked in with the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. All right. So then, of course, if we go over to the far right into the shop, it will take you to their webpage where you can check out the whole list of devices that you might want to check out. Very full and very nice resource there. All right, again, that's a real slim down version of the app. Well, not version of the app. The app is real slim down, gives you just what you need, no more, no less, in order to operate your device here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to continue our testing, and then we're going to do that sound test that everybody looks forward to. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. What we're going to do now is the touch control test. I got my cheat sheet here off to the left of me because obviously I ain't going to be remember. Excuse me. I ain't going to be able to remember all these all alone. So let's go ahead and jump into our music. All right. Sure, let's do some Janet. All right. We got audio playing. So now we're going to use the volume. Well, actually, we're going to do the play pause. So if you utilize the power button, press it once, it should pause the audio. Okay, audio did pause. Hit play again. Audio has resumed. Now we've got our volume plus button, which should raise the volume. Let me get out the way of the phone. We're going to go ahead and press that. As you can see, the audio is going up. All right, we got the audio minus button here down below on the other side of the rocker. We're going to go ahead and press, well, I'm sorry, it's right here. We're going to go ahead and press that and watch the volume go down on the phone. All right, the volume is going down. Now, if you long press the volume plus button, it will go ahead and move to the next track. So let's go ahead and long press that. All right, moved on to the next track. Now, if we go ahead and hit the long press the volume minus, it should take us back. Took us back to the beginning. Long pressed again, and it took us back to the previous track. All right. Now, as far as phone calls goes, the single press on the power button will answer and hang up phone calls as well. And if you got a call coming in, if you press and hold it for a minute, like a second and a half, it will reject the call, send them to voicemail. All right. And then let's see, what else we have here? Of course, you got your noise canceling options here. So if you press and hold, well, if you press this once, let me go ahead and into the app and show you. Let's pause that. Let's go into the app. I want to show y'all, to see it cycle through. I don't know. I was trying to do it on my tablet, and for some reason, it just will not work. I mean, you can cycle through, but it won't show up on the tablet, on the app on the tablet. I think that's just some way. All right, so the ANC button here, we're going to press it. Went to normal mode, and you see how it switched in the app. We're going to press it again. Pass-through mode, and it switches over to pass-through. So the ANC button does work, and everything, all the other touch controls work as well. Let's continue. One more thing, a couple things actually I forgot to mention is for activating your voice assistant. If you go ahead and you hit the power button twice, it brings up your voice assistant. All right, and if you hit it 3 times, it turns on and off gaming mode. So I wanted to make sure that I did not forget those 2 options there. Let's continue.
This is a mic test with the Soundpeats Space Headphones in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Soundpeats Space Headphones in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Soundpeats Space Headphones in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Soundpeats Space Headphones in a crowded location.
All right, we are outside. We got the Soundpeats Space Headphones on. We're gonna do an ANC test for them. Obviously we got a lot of traffic coming around. We are currently in transparency mode. I am shooting this with my S23 Ultra, so I cannot show you the app, but just real quick to let you know, I am shooting this. I'm testing this ANC with no audio being played. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and switch. Like I said, I'm in transparency mode so I can hear all this traffic and everything that's going on around me. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and we're going to put them in noise canceling mode. So we're gonna press the ANC button on the left cup once. All right, I got ANC now turned on. I could definitely tell the difference between this and transparency mode. It's definitely a much quieter, but I can still hear ongoing traffic, so it's not blocking out all of the sound. But a good bit has been removed. I actually hear that last car I rode past had some music playing. I heard that just a little bit. Again, it's okay. I understand these are a budget headphones, so I'm not going to grade these as heavily or as harshly as I would say you're a higher end headphones. So I do get some bleed in from ambient sound. Not, I would say about, 60% is being blocked out, which is not bad for a budget headphone with no audio being played. So if I had to rate these, I would rate these from the scale of 1 to 10, I would rate these at a 5. I'm understanding that these are budget headphones, but I would give them a 5 as far as noise canceling goes. Again, I'm not doing any audio playing while I'm doing this. It's just strictly the strength of the noise canceling on these. So I'm sure that the ANC would be fantastic if I was playing audio. All right, again, this has been the ANC test for the Soundpeats Space Headphones. Good ANC for the price. All right, we are back in for the sound test. As you see, we are in the app, and let's go ahead and take a look at my EQ settings. This is what I'm gonna rock with the space headphones. We're gonna see what we get out of them. All right, we're all pretty much familiar with the Soundpeats presets, so we just want to go right in to save some time and just go ahead and use mine there. So let's go ahead and get into our songs. All right, let's go ahead and we want to start. Actually, let's make sure we're in our optimal listening level. All right, we're there. So let's go ahead. All right, right off the bat, a nice bright sound. Actually, I could turn this down a notch. Okay. Nice, bright sound out of the headphones. Very crisp vocals, and the piano is very crisp as well. Actually, I could go down one more if I want, but and still be comfortable, but I'm gonna stay here. All right, now we got the rest of the string instruments coming in. Still, again, nice bright sound, so you're getting all that detail from the string instruments. Okay. All right, we got the cello, not as powerful, not as strong when it hit that chord that I was expecting. Again, very clear, very crisp sounds. Now we got the background vocalist coming in. Sound, again, filling up. Soundstage is widening nicely, nice and bright. Got vocalists in both ears. Very clean. Again, the sub bass, the bass from the cello is not as powerful as I would expect. Okay, not as what I expected. I thought I'd get a little bit more punch out of that, but I didn't. So let's go ahead and get into our bass song. All right, there we go, E40. All right, now the bass it's got a little punch. I wish it was a little bit more powerful. Even if I turn it up where I had it. Okay, now at this point, I got a nice good punch from the bass, and the reverberating or the sub bass rumble reverb fades away nicely. And then you got the auto tune nice and clear. The vocals are really clear. I like that. But I love the fact that the auto tune is turned down, so it's not sounding piercing. Again, this is because the speakers are around my ear as opposed to being in my ear like earbuds. Now we got E40. I mean, I love the bass, how clean the bass sounds, even when I went up a level. That rumble is nice. That reverberation is great. I love it. And when I say reverberation, I know earlier I've been saying sub bass rumble. That's what I'm talking about. It hits, that bass hits, and it reverberates, and then it fades away nicely. Like I said, always said, ripples in a pond. When you throw that rock in, you get that big boom, and then all of a sudden, the waves from that reverberate out, and then they fade away nicely. That's what you get here with the bass. So I'm very happy with the bass on this one. But again, I had to turn it up one notch from where I normally listen to in order to get that. All right, let's go ahead and get into our final song. All right, now again, a more of a brighter startup, not as warm. So you don't get that rumble from the keyboard, but you do get a slight thump from the drums. But the lead saxophone sounds very, very crisp. Very crisp, very clean. Oh yeah. Here comes the high note. Yeah, it's very clean. Sorry about that dead space, but here comes the rest of the band coming in. Now that fills out, the soundstage widens out. Sounds really good. Again, you don't have as much punch with this one as far as the kick drums from the drum set, but it's a clean sound despite that. All right, again, just a very good sound overall. When you're going in, like I said, let me take these off because it sounds like I'm yelling. All right, like when you was the first song, okay, it was really bright. I turned it down, but still it had a nice bright sound with it. With the vocals were very clean and clear. Piano was crisp. The background instruments, with the exception of the cello, was well represented. The cello sound a little muffled, not as powerful when it hit its chords, and then the background singers was also really good sounding. It just sounded like it totally encompassed me when listening to them. And then of course you got the bass song. Again, I had to turn it up one extra notch to get the thump that I wanted out of the bass. It wasn't at 100%. Let me put that out there because I rant and rave about that. It was not at 100%, but I did have to move one tick up from my normal listening air to get the desired sound that I wanted out of them. and it did show up pretty nicely there. Nice nice bass hit, sub bass rumble, reverberating bass, and it faded away nicely. Very well done. And then when you got back into the third song, again, for some reason, the low bass, the low end bass there from the keyboard, it was basically non-existent. But you did get the great clarity out of the lead saxophone. You got a little punch from the drums. The background instruments came in; they was nice and widen out the sound stage. It sounded really good, despite the fact that I didn't get the more warm start off from the keyboard at the beginning, and although they got punched from the drums, I didn't get as powerful one, but it was still a really good listen. All right, so let me go ahead and get this cleaned up, and we'll come back and talk about my likes and dislikes. All right, we are back in with my likes and dislikes for the Soundpeats Space Headphones. Let's start with my dislikes. I understand that these guys are a budget pair of headphones, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my number one dislike as the ANC. I thought it would be a little bit better representation, or as far as the noise canceling is concerned, but that it was there. It wasn't there. I did block out a good bit of ambient noise, but still some cars passing by and everything that did bleed into my ears from the headphones here. Like I said, they're a budget pair of headphones, but I did expect at least a little bit better noise canceling out of them. All right, what else? Actually, my other dislike is this headband. Although it does feel nice and comfy, nice and soft here, when you have them on for long periods of time, you can feel them like pushing down on your head, like almost like the cushion has like spread out wide enough where you don't get that comfortable, that pillow type feel. It doesn't cause any like pain or anything, but it was something that I noticed when having these guys on for a long period of time. Let me see, anything else? I don't think I don't think so. I think it covers about everything as far as my dislikes go. So let me see. I'm trying to think. No, I think that's it. Let's go ahead and flip over to my likes. All right. First off, I do like the overall sound. I like how bright it come out. I just wish that it's hard to explain. Well, let me try. I just wish that even at the levels that I listen to, the bass was a little bit more prominent. I did have to move, like I said, I did have to move up one tick up, and I got the bass that I wanted, and it sound great, punchy. The reverberate faded away nicely. Everything, I like that. The only downside is that I had to move up from where I was at, from my listening, my preferred listening level. Had to go up a tick in order to get there. Other than that, it had a really nice sound, especially for the price point. What else did I like? Oh, one more thing I did not like. This doesn't come with a case or a bag, or like a little bag that you can fold these up and put them in. These come with nothing. Okay. That's a shame, in my opinion. At least for the price point, you could put like a little travel bag, soft material travel bag where you can fold these guys up and drop them in. And that way you can travel with them without having to worry about them getting damaged or scratched or anything like that. These right out of the box do not have that. I am going to have to go and get some kind of third-party case for these guys, but that's another one of them dislikes that just popped in that I should have mentioned. So now back to my likes. I like the touch controls. I like how responsive they are. I mean, I know they're push button and everything, but their activation is really good. Let me see. You got the sound, touch controls. And that includes noise canceling trigger here button here on the left ear cup. That's also a pretty fast pretty fast operation there as well. I like the fact that you can fold these up. They can get compact, and you can, you know, put them away. Again, I just wish they had a bag or something that came with it so you can definitely store these and not have to worry about it. The app is responsive. However, there's a like and dislike here. I like the way it operates on the phone, but it was giving me issues on my tablet. So I don't know if it's because it's not made for a tablet or not, but I may have to reinstall it on my tablet to see if it behaves the way it should. It works fantastic on my phone. I just want to make sure I get that cleared up. That's a like and dislike. I think that's just about it. Yeah, I think that's just about it for these guys. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. All right, so this has been an unboxing and review of the Soundpeats Space Headphones. Huge shout out once again to Soundpeats for reaching out to the channel and providing these for an honest unboxing and review. I really appreciate it. If you guys are in the market for a budget pair of headphones that'll give you decent sound and good bass, go ahead and give these guys a look. I would recommend that. At least give them a shot. Okay. Again, thanks for coming out and spending time with me. I thought I had something else I wanted to say, but apparently it left my mind. But like I was saying, thanks for coming out, spending time with me, checking out this unboxing and everything. Go ahead and hit the like button if you would. Don't forget also to share and subscribe to the channel. It all helps the channel and helps me be able to stay in the algorithms, and you know how all that stuff is. I don't think I need to explain that stuff to you guys. All right, again, big thanks to Soundpeats. Thank you guys for sticking it out with me, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.